This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
At present, the Nigerian 419 scam is often associated with emails. It dates back to the 18th century when people got letters in which they were asked to give a small amount of money and promised to get a lot of money in return. Now, this scam is viral as the internet provides almost unlimited opportunities to scammers. However, the scam can also be applied in real-life settings. The scammer aims to make the victim believe she will get massive money for almost nothing. To avoid getting scammed in this way, one should think carefully about his or her investment. It is good to consult your friends and your family. It is essential not to make quick decisions. Of course, it is necessary to remember that if it is too good to be true, it is likely to be a scam. Switch out scam is another popular scam. In contrast to the Nigerian scam, it can hardly be implemented online. It is often used in retailing or in business deals. The scammer distracts the victim's attention and switches the product to something of low value. At that, the scammer can be a buyer as well as a seller. Of course, scammers do not sell and scam people in shops and boutiques. However, these scams are often practiced during unusual deals, e.g., when you shop online and get the product from a person meeting him or her in the street or in a cafe. To avoid being scammed in this way, people should be very attentive and quite distrustful. Sellers should never lose sight of their products, and it is essential to check whether the amount of money is right. One cannot trust a person he/she does not know. Naples scam is quite an old type of fraud, but scammers still use it. It also needs live communication, just like in the case of the switch-out scam. It is based on people's nature as well. People's guilt is the tool scammers often use in this scam. Thus, the scammer pretends to talk on the phone and runs into a person. The scammer makes it seem that the victim is the one to run into her, as usually it is a female. The phone is broken, and the scammer seems devastated. The scammer also stresses that she needs the phone badly. The victim feels guilty and is bound to give some money to the scammer. To avoid becoming the victim of such a scam, being attentive while walking down the streets is crucial. Furthermore, one should not give away money so quickly. It is necessary to try to find other solutions. It is possible to suggest borrowing your mobile phone to make a call. What impressed me most in the film was that the Nigerian 491 scam was put in real-life settings. This scam is associated with letters and emails. However, the filmmakers extended the boundaries. Another thing that impressed me was the way they scammed a very adult man who is a shrewd businessman. What is more, the man knows quite a lot about frauds and scams. However, he has been still scammed. This film illustrates the universal truth. People tend to want to get easy money, and people's greed and inattentiveness sometimes make scammers so successful. This essay on the most common types of scams was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for, free of charge.